my dears, and welcome back to the channel. I am back home, back into my routine, so I'm gonna be posting more regularly again. Thank you guys for hanging out and waiting on me. I hope you enjoyed those in between ones. We're gonna see what you need to hear today. Oh, we already have one fall out. Maybe we're gonna start just looking at it. Alrighty, we got, at this moment, I am safe and protected. What a beautiful thing to be. What a beautiful place to be. To feel safe and protected. Is this something that you are sensing, that you feel like? Or is it something that you feel like you don't feel like right now? Does that make sense? Is it something you're lacking or something you already have? We're gonna see, and I'm gonna have to watch for this to not fly off. The wind's picking up. And the sun's also right in front of us, so, or right in front of me, right behind you guys. Okay, so excuse squintiness is what I was gonna say. The Five of Staffs in reverse. Okay, right, okay, that makes sense. So I think you're experiencing a lot of internal fights, internal struggles with the Five of Staffs here. Look, this is people fighting. It being in reverse, I think it to you indicates today there is something internally going on, some fighting that is causing you to not feel safe and protected, and you're trying to connect to it, or maybe this reading is here to help you connect to that. Why is this internal conflict happening? We already have these come out. Wow. We have the Sun. We have the Five of Coins. We have the Emperor. And we have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, makes a lot of sense. This internal conflict is coming from a place where you lack where you lack happiness. You lack this belief in yourself, this trust in yourself. Really, the Sun is about enjoying life, enjoying it, taking a moment to just, be a kid again. You have the kid here. This is your inner child, and you never lose the child in you. I like to think about it like an onion. There's layers, and the kid is a layer, and it's still there. You've just built stuff on it. Time has passed, versions of you have come to be and already gone, but the kid is still there, in there somewhere. Maybe there's this, you're not feeling really happy because there's a lack maybe in the material. Maybe you're lacking in the material right now. Maybe you're having financial struggles. Maybe it's just a lack of feeling content with where you are in life. But this is the card of poverty, of being left out in the cold. Oh my, maybe as a child there was a thing of you being left out in the cold. You not being taken care of, whether it's materially speaking or emotionally speaking, having someone to give you a hug. I do sense there could have been a lot of time that you've spent in solitude in your childhood. With the Emperor here and the Hermit in reverse, the first thing that just came to my mind when I looked over to the Emperor was a father figure. The Emperor in himself is the father figure of the Tarot. But I think here specifically, this could have been some sort of a father wound, or in some way there is a father figure, this masculine presence, whether it was in your life or there was a lack of it, there is something there. There is an emphasis here. But there is an emphasis on you empowering yourself, being the parental figure to yourself, taking charge. The Hermit in reverse, it's like you want to release the solitude, come out of the solitude. The Hermit has gone in and has found the light within and the source, the connection to source, and that now guides him. And I think you have gone in and now you're coming out, but maybe you're feeling unsafe, or you want to get out. You want to get out of this solitude. Oh my. Okay. Why is let me just think what would be the most productive question to ask, actually. Okay, I think just to keep it as general here in regards to our ability to look into the situation, because we are doing a general reading. This is for a bigger audience. So, you know, what I'm gonna ask here is, what can you do to heal this wound? Okay, this wound that I just described, however it relates to you, what can you do to help heal that? Because this is the wound that is leading to you not feeling safe and protected, right? This childhood wound, in regards to your happiness, to your ability to be a child, to have fun, you know, to just have fun. It's like you're not allowed to have fun. You're always just distressed. And if your body is in a constant state of like survival, it's very hard for you to find safety and protection and comfort in your life, because your body is just not used to it. You don't know how to settle into that. Okay, but what can you do then? Okay, what can you do to help you heal this wound? 1, 2, let's make it a magical 3. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There we go. Oh, it's nice. It's nice out today, guys. I had such a lovely time on the farm. It was such a beautiful little trip. I also went into town, into the city, got to see friends. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. And now I'm back into my routines. Oh, why am I telling you? Maybe there is a necessity for you to make a safe space. I'm sorry, guys. It's getting a bit bright. I'm struggling to look at you. Maybe there's a need for you to like build yourself a safe space, build yourself something to get home to, so you are able to enjoy, to have fun, right? Yeah, I mean, I think that for me that has made my ability to enjoy life so much better, so much higher, to have some sort of a comfort that I can return to, some form of a normalcy of a life that is built around my needs and my structures and whatever, to then go out and have fun and like socialize and do my stuff. Maybe this is something that could help you, right? To try. I'm so sorry that I'm talking to you like this, but I can't see. Maybe that would help you, you know, maybe that would help you to like try and build something for yourself. Do something every single day in your life, include it into your routines, into your dailies, to work on yourself, to help yourself to feel safe and protected. Okay, what do I have here? I do not let my fears hold me back. Yeah, don't let your fears hold you back, and don't be too. How do I say that? Don't judge yourself too hard when you do find yourself being held back in some way. Be compassionate. Take it slowly, one step at a time, out of your comfort zone. But for you to get out of your comfort zone, for you to get into a space where you feel comfortable, maybe even just having fun, being connected to your inner kid, like doing whatever you want to do because you enjoy doing it without fear of judgment. For example, today I'm wearing my fairy I'm wearing my fairy corset because I wanted to, just because it's fun. I'm not doing anything. You know, but maybe this is the thing, like your fear holds you back from really connecting to making choices sometimes that are just for you to enjoy, because you're scared of the outcome of the outside. But the reality is, if you come from a place where you've experienced solitude and you've experienced lack of some sort, then you know what that feels like. So you know you're gonna be okay as well, in that sense, because you're still here. You're still here, you're still going. And at the same time, you also understand what it feels like, and therefore you can try to make choices that allow you to no longer feel like this inner kid who's like left alone, but make a space where you can hug your child, where you can make sure that your kid's okay, you know? What does your inner kid need to thrive? Don't be judgmental about it, but provide, and then see the outcome. And you will see, I think, a lot of really good things. Oh, I release bad habits. I release bad habits. And where is this? But on the internal thoughts that are the conflict that is returning. I really think that what seems to be here is a situation where there's a spiraling of the mind, a spiraling in inner conflict where you go down rabbit holes, you fall down holes, and there's a habit to it. This could also be other behavioral patterns that you find in yourself. But yeah, what you can do to help yourself is to acknowledge them, to name them, and then to find a way to slowly shift your life towards a place where you can thrive. Okay, the third one. Oh, we have it from, this is a quote from the Tao Te Ching. The sage is guided by what he feels and not by what he sees. Yay! Look at this. You're guided by the internal, right? You're guided by going within and connecting with the hermit and with the work you have done, this groundwork that has been put into you, whether through, having to spend a lot of time alone or making the choice actively in your life eventually. But what I'm sensing here is this inner guidance is what you need to connect to. This inner guidance is what you need to listen to, not the external, not what's coming out. And I want to say the positive and the bad, It's not just saying, oh, I don't care if anyone says bad stuff. And then, what am I trying to say? You shouldn't care. But in the same way, if people say really good stuff, I'm glad it makes you happy. But think about it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The external should not matter, because if you care a lot about people saying good stuff, once they don't say good stuff, where are you left then again? There's then always this externalizing of your validation and of your worth. So you gotta do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. See yourself as your own kid, potentially. Maybe that helps as well. Okay. We're gonna. This has been a very guidance based reading. Okay. Do we need to talk about anything else? And if you're here walking around, there's my little boy going for wanders in the woods. I'm so happy to be back with him as well, because I can't take him when I go on vacation. Yay! So yeah, the team's back together. Anyway, the team's back together. We have 2 birds on this. Maybe you have a teammate. Maybe there is someone in your life, like a best friend or partner or a sibling, that really sees you and that you feel really supported by, where you that helps you see through your own crap, is what I'm hearing. We have the Daughter of Swords here. The Daughter of Swords is, it's the Page of Swords. The Page is still doing something new for him in a way, he's still early in what he's trying to achieve. And here it's specifically trying to cut through the bullshit of your own mind. And maybe you have a friend, or as I was saying, someone that you can trust and that you feel like really understands your mind, as close to as they can, obviously as an external, because the closest you can get is by you doing the work for yourself. Because you are as close to the source as you can be, right? But again, going to someone, having conversations with people where they're like, nah, you're doing this thing again, where you're like, the bad habits, you're doing this thing again, where you don't believe in yourself, or you think you deserve to not be happy, or it's okay to not be happy, and that is a normal state to be in, or but I think that's there. I'm gonna go over here to these cards now, and I think I'm gonna have to move spots, my dudes. This sun is lovely, but it is also burning up my head, and my brain is frying slightly. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe your brain is fried right now. Happens, my dear. More reason to take a break and allow yourself to recalibrate, allow yourself to recharge, to feel safe and protected. There we go, back to the start. When it all rhymes, I think that makes it all make sense even more, because I'm not trying to rhyme. But it happens. Oh, look at this. Here's some self-care that you can do, and I think I'm going to leave you after this. Some self-care that can also help you feel better. Make sure you build this comfort zone, this safe space. Have a sweet treat. Maybe you want to go pop by a bakery, get something nice to eat. Maybe have an ice cream in the fridge you want to go grab. And if you don't like sweet treats, then get yourself a treat, something that brings you joy. Connect to joy. And that can be through small things, like the things you eat. It's not that small, actually. We just see it as small because we do it so regularly. You know, we forget how big things are when we see them every day and we experience them every day. Okay, look at the stars. So maybe they're a thing that you look at every day, but not very consciously. And then being said, okay, maybe look at it more consciously. There is also potential of maybe in regards to astrology. This could be something that is interesting to some of you and would be helpful to look into. If you are interested in that and you don't know what to do, you can check your natal chart, or your birth chart is what it's called, which will give you like the idea of where everything was in the sky. And there's loads of stuff online where you can check out what that means. I used to do that at some point for people as well, but not as of right now. I'm focusing on my readings and on my music as well, which is fun. Okay, so maybe for you music, I don't know if it's still coming up, but that's something to mention. Beauty ritual. Ah, yes, I love it. Again, something you do for the joy of it, for the hell of it. Like, just do something that brings you joy. Maybe you want to wear a fucking flower crown. Do it. It's fun. Do it. And you know, you don't even have to go out anywhere. Do something for yourself. Maybe you just want to have a nice bath, you know, but just allow yourself to have some fun. Allow yourself to build a comfort zone. It's just a repeated pattern here, so I should just be still. I should just be still, and maybe you should just be still, so you can allow the chatter to quiet. Yeah, maybe do some meditation. Maybe do some meditation to get your energy back into a place where it doesn't spike. A more balanced place, because with the spikes, it was like the positive and the negative we were talking about, and seeing things as focusing on the negative or focusing on the positive. Either way, you're like, this leads to these spikes, which automatically will lead you to be out of balance and feel way more stressed if you're going from up here to down here, instead of having a baseline that's kind of like this, you know, less friction. Less resistance. Okay, but I'm gonna leave you. Oh my gosh, I should have done this the whole time. I'm gonna leave you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love to do this, and I'm glad I'm back home, and now I get to do this again with more regularity. Hey, alrighty, thank you guys. Enjoy. Have a lovely day.